Hello guys, today I have a game played by Mikhail Mchedlishvili versus Rathnakaran. Mchedlishvili was playing the white pieces and Rathnakaran was playing the black pieces. Mikhail starts out with c4, the English opening, e5, classical variation of the English, f5, the Dutch kind of attack, e4, h4, d5, bishop g5. Usually bishop e7 is the move, and this is the normal continuation of this line. Knight e5, bishop e2, and we have a very normal position. However, Rathnakaran decides to go with bishop b4, pinning the knight to the king, and right after that Mikhail takes the pawn. Usually in this position queen takes has been played multiple times with takes and e3 main line, queen a5 and queen b3. However, Rathnakaran plays a very actually strong but at the same time kind of dubious move, knight takes instead, and knight takes c3. This is quite powerful if white doesn't know what to do. So he plays queen b3, good move. Knight takes e2 with check, discovered check. King here, king d1. Now what would happen if you take? Then it would just be knight takes on d4, and then you take on b3, and after this you'd be a piece up, or not even though you're not a piece up, you have probably you have few pots, and that should be winning for Rathnakaran. So Mikhail plays king d1, knight takes d4, now attacking the queen, queen e3, bishop e6, very strong move, very solid move. Now rook is attacking the bishop, g5, and now h6. This bishop g5 was a mistake. It would have been better to take probably, and then rook c8 and probably retreat the bishop to f4, though there are still ideas of h6 g5, this expansion. But here it comes to tempo h6, and though knight g6 was a move, if bishop f4, same story, g5 would be playable. So here knight g6 was a move, and takes, this should be playable, but Mikhail decides to go with bishop f6, a weird move, attacking the knight, but at the same time the pawn can just capture, so Rathnakaran takes, and now Mikhail plays king c1, queen side castling, bishop h3, bishop c5, and now it goes to an equal position. Knight and bishop g4 are quite a strong move, trying to take control over here, but knight b4 and king a1. Now the king is very safe, and black has only two pieces for the queen, which is insufficient material. Therefore, white has the advantage. And c5 defending, a3, knight d5, queen c1, h5, rook g1, and rook d3, attacking the pawn, queen c4, rook d4, queen c1, rook d3. Now they could have went for a repetition here, and I think Rathnakaran would have taken a draw. However, he decides to go with b4 instead, and now loses his advantage because knight c3 was playable. Queen b2 was played, and now you just grab the knight. So what would happen if he would have played something like this? Well, then this would be winning for black, and yeah, this would, he can take 6 and yeah, here you can just move the knight away, and though you're probably gonna lose a pawn, you have too many pawns, and a knight and a bishop against a rook should be winning and should be convertible. Knight e5 coming soon, so we could even play knight e5 here and try to play on the queen side. The king side is quite locked up, or bring the king to the king side also could be winning, because this knight and bishop would outperform the rook, would dominate the rook in fact. And now so in the game they made the exchange, and rook d3 attacking this pawn. So queen b5 ignoring, going for some tricks, but now bishop d7 to block such ideas. Queen c4 moving away from the attack of the bishop. So, and then rook here. Already now the position's looking quite shitty for white. He has to be very accurate, and rook takes f2, rook f3, and rook b4, and this is a mistake. It would have been better to go here, because then rook c4 would be met with queen takes c4, and if there was a rook move here, then rook here would have been fine. And there's no rook b3 because again there's, or my bad, maybe here even just take the rook. Yeah, rook b4 and rook c3. This is quite crushing. Bishop a4 attacking the rook, the loose rook here, and bishop c6. Rook d6 was a big blunder. I'll give you like 5 seconds to find the best move here that's winning. Yeah, rook b2 is a move. Now the threat is just this, and it's quite unstoppable. Rook d2 is a try, and then this, there are just too many pawns for black, so therefore he's winning. Probably this pawn, just run the pawn down and bring quite a nice fortress kind of position, and black has the advantage, and here white resigned. I hope you guys enjoyed this game. See you next week.